master on the beat, boy.
Welcome to Sector 1FG, home of the legendary bounty hunter One Forsaken Gaming. Sit back and enjoy the show.
It's One Forsaken Gaming in Sector 1FG. 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 Sector 1FG. Sector 1FG. Let me tell you about my boy DAVID. There ain't a Metroid game that he can't beat. Let's talk about the original, yeah, the OG. He beat Ridley, Kraid him in the brain with ease. On Metroid 2, he flew the planet SR388. And every time he plays it, he makes it look like a piece of cake. He beat the queen so clean, yeah, he sealed her fate. The next thing that he seen was Squishy's birthplace. In Super Metroid, they kidnapped his baby from the space station. So he quickly went back to Zebis with no hesitation. The evil mother brain had more sub-bosses waiting, but in the end, it was Squishy who saved him. On Metroid 4, he got that fusion with the DNA. Little shop of horses in the shadows doesn't wanna play. The ex-parasite eventually saved the day. And Metroid Dread, yeah, that's a story for another day. It's One Forsaken Gaming in Sector 1FG. 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 Sector 1FG. Sector 1FG.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Sector 1FG. I am One Forsaken Gaming, and today we're going to be doing some Mortal Kombat ROM hacks on the Genesis and 32X. We're going to start off with Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition. These are actual physical copies of the game. One thing to note, if you ever do have a copy of this game on original hardware, you will have to use the 3-button controller in order to actually make it work. So just a fair warning, if you do find a copy, all that stuff, you're going to have to use the 3-button controller. I will be switching over to the 6-button controller when we get to the 32X. But anyway. Welcome in there, Cripzell. Welcome in, Baked Baker. We are going to be having some fighting action today. I've been wanting to do this for a while on stream. So, yeah. Especially this version right here, because I've been wanting, because this is a very, very well done version of the game. How about you shaved my head? No, I still have some hair. I'm not that old yet. Maybe when I'm 50, I'll start just shaving my head entirely. Anyway, yeah, no, it's still pretty dark outside, so sisters are in the air. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and start this off here. I already made the configurations, so we should be good to go. Let me know if the sound is okay, if I need to make any changes. Alright, let's go. Alright. This morning I had a skunk in your garage? That sounds like fun. Sound is fine? Alright, cool. I'm always afraid I'd have it up too high. Oh, come on. Not the way how I wanted to start the stream. Rip his head off. Luckily it was a juvenile. Actually, it's funny, my dad went to he was telling me he went to feed a bunch of cats at the local park, and there was a skunk that ended up coming by. But I say, can you imagine though? On that side note, like, can you imagine if this game, if this is how they would have had the game for the Genesis? She was ready. Yeah, there we go. And great pets if you remove the stink glands. Yeah, they're actually honestly I think they're actually kind of cute looking. That's just me though. I think that'd be kind of fun. It'd be kind of cool to have an actual skunk, but yeah, I don't want the stink. All right. I mean, they kept the music the same in this from the Genesis version, but they kept it as but they made everything just so much better. Oops. Got sprayed by the that sucked. Yeah, oh, yeah, definitely. Got sprayed by anytime you get sprayed by a skunk. Would you name it Stinkmore Pepe after Pepe Le Pew? All right, so far so good. Darn it. It is kind of hard to play it to. Sometimes hard to do the. I knew it. I should have just went for a foot sweep. Playing on a 3-button control. It's not that bad actually. Okay, well, he's going into the pit then. Wow, he's not even letting me do anything. He didn't even let me do anything. Wow. That computer did not let me do a damn thing. Well, they even included the initial thing. I forgot they did that. See, in the original Genesis version, they didn't even half of these things, like the announcer stuff, was omitted. But overall, I said the sound is improved. That's adding the extra announcer. Um, okay, his lightning goes a little bit faster across the screen in this. All right. I hope you guys enjoy this, though. So doing something a little bit different here. Tomorrow we will be doing um, my official run for week 3 of the Summer League for the Retro Gaming League and more Chrono Trigger. I do have to look up more information on what I'm doing because I really have no idea where I'm at. I mean, I know where I'm at in the game, but I don't know where I'm going. I gotcha. I don't know. I don't know about that, about the Super Nintendo. I the controls on the well, then again, there was rumors that they screwed up the controls on the SNES version because they didn't include the blood. So I don't know. So I don't know. It's always a question of like about that. Chrono Trigger 2, fixing the Master Mario at the moment. Yeah, I remember. I vaguely remember that. I think eventually I get there, but there we go. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do some research on what I need to do, but we'll be all right. I mean, it's just a fun thing anyway. Wow. Oh, he's not even letting me make a move here. Come on, you. It's gonna be hard not to get more hits. Well, I mean, it's all right. Let's say, yeah, they're currently making an HD remake. Yeah, I wouldn't. I read that somewhere too. Oops. I mean, it's for the Summer League. It's not like it's. I mean, I would have done that with Symphony of the Night last season, but I'm not as familiar with it. But it's all good. All right. It's not working. Didn't step on any toes. No, it's all good, man. And this thing is so much better than the. This version is so much better than the actual original Genesis version. Love this thing. I wouldn't stress too much. I quit being a pain. Alright, come on. Yeah, you ain't blocking that. Absolutely perfect. It supported a 6-button controller. Yeah, I said I tried. That was part of the reason. Like I was ready to throw this thing away because it wasn't working with the 6-button controller. And I was like, wait, hang on. Let me see what happens when I plug in the 3 button. And it worked perfectly. And I was like, no, you got to be kidding me. I have to use this thing. You get used to it though. Ouch. I mean, it's not my preference either, but it does its job. No, not in this case, sir. Come on. Like I'm sliding into him. It's like I'm going low. He's still trying to go high. Yep, I knew that was coming. I still threw punches. Now, what happens if you actually throw the darn thing? So at least they can, because there was certain tunes on the actual Genesis version that I actually did like. This overall sound, I'd say, was a lot improved. Of course. Go. All right. I mean, the fact that they were able to put this on this, it just was. You bring up a very interesting point on that because I don't know if you know this or not, but if you listen to a lot of like SNES games, a lot of their stuff is almost like it's orchestrated. And it's just that's one of the things that always kind of, you know, it's like I understand what they're trying to do because they had a lot better, you know, overall I think graphically and sound I think the SNES was better, but but it's all good. You know, you have to remember though they were gonna when they were doing the I was actually looking online the other day, and I saw that they had the Sony, or not the Sony, the Nintendo PlayStation prototype was actually resurfacing again, and it sold like years ago for like someone had bought it like years ago for like how much was it? I think it was like $360,000. I think it was, yeah, 360. Okay, so I did read it right. Okay, don't ever do that again. I know, same here. I agree. It belongs in a museum. It should. was a little shy. But honestly, I mean, it looked pretty cool. I mean, I can't complain. All right, let's see here. Come on, be nice. Oh, he actually, I thought he blocked it. He let go. There's a Nintendo museum that has a half-burnt Game Boy that still worked from the Gulf War. Oh, geez. That sounds interesting. Well, that's fine if you want to stand there. Oh. Guess have missed an enormous sum of great games if they didn't break up. Nintendo's policy regarding game content would have dominated. Sony wouldn't impact on lineups. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I don't think they would have. Dude, Nintendo would have been so much if they weren't so like trying to be so kid friendly and everything back in the day when Sega was just kind of like, yeah, you know what, we're gonna do what we want to do. I think they would have had a lot better fan base, especially with this game here. I think it would have been much more interesting. Whoops. Trade Sony for Philips, biggest mistake. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know about if Sega would have been the Sony. I don't know about that. Sega had their issues too. How much the CDI games sucked. Yeah, they did. I do agree with you on that. I actually on the RetroPie tried playing a few of them. Man, those things were garbage. The CDI was terrible. That's why I was like, the 3DO, yes, please. Zelda CDI. Oh yeah, gosh, that was horrible. Yeah, well, excuse me, princess. Alright, we'll do one more playthrough here. Should consider them for the next league. Yeah, no. We don't do ROM hacks generally. I mean, we don't do ROM hacks for the league. As much as I'd say this one would be fun, but no. It would have to be the original Genesis version. No, not me. No, I know what he was talking about, but the Zelda game was a ROM hack. Now, CDI is terrible. Terrible console. Alright, let's see. Get some Scorpion action here. Actually, Master Lin Kuei, I think, works on a bunch of them. I mean, we would have to seriously do some testing for some games for the CDI, but all the few that I've played, I don't even remember what the heck some of them were, but alright, there we go. I like how the video game magazines hyped it up like it was going to be badass. No, they did. Even GamePro was like, hey, the CDI is coming out, and oh man, it was terrible. They were trying to praise that thing like crazy, and like this, the 3DO didn't get as much love. It just the 3DO. I honestly I need to do some more content for that one. I bought some more games for it, um, including like Samurai Showdown. God, what else do I have? Starfighter. There's a Starfighter. There's a bunch of them. I bought some more stuff. Although I will say this, I don't think there's really too much more that I want to get for the console. I have about, you know, probably like 15, 20 games for it. I don't think I need to get anything else for it. Although, someone did make a MK2 version of Mortal Kombat 2 for the 3DO. They finally released the final version of it. I wasn't that. I mean, it looks great, but the damage, everything is just different. It's just, I don't know if I mean, the sprites are a little too big for the sprites are like the characters are a little bit too big to me. The damage ratio isn't right. Like if you jump kick someone, it only takes a little bit of health off instead of the normal like 13%. It only takes like about maybe 8 or 9. So it's quite different. The computer attacks differently. I don't know. There's just some things I not really didn't really care for. Other than that, it looks amazing. But just saying. I think I might pick as a guaranteed game. Yeah, don't say anything yet. Yeah, it's too close to the corner. There we go. Oh, where's mine? Yeah, I knew that was a mistake. Oh, come on. I punched him right in the face with or hit him right with an uppercut. All right. Well, I hope again though. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I've been wanting to stream this for like a long time now, and I finally was like I did a first impressions of it for the YouTube channel, and then I kind of just let it go, and but it's just life gets in the way sometimes when you when you want to do certain things. Right. And I said tomorrow we'll be finished part 3 of Chrono Trigger for the League. Let me throw another one in your face. He actually accepted it. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a mistake. Yeah. We can't all just buy Venice. Yeah. So very true. Oh no, you don't. Gotta be sneaky. So they added even that little icon, that little bit of sound bit. It's like this tune here, I absolutely like from the Genesis version. This music, this tune here is probably my favorite one from the Genesis version. They even added like the little clapping noise too for like Shang Tsung and in the courtyard. Some hydration coming. All right. He threw me back the other direction. The heck? Dude, seriously? Alright, you're going down, bro. Enough. I was kind of playing around there a little bit. I'm not going to do that this time. Alright, there we go. Have my kiwi strawberry Snapple this morning. Cheers. Ouch. I'm playing nice. There we go. Hey, what's up, Suddy? Good morning. Alright, let's go. Oops, I fired that a little too late. Or early, I should say. Gotcha. Just woke up. Well, yeah, pretty much. I woke up about a little over an hour ago. I've been awake, trying to get this set up. But sometimes you gotta sleep. Yep. I said I actually contemplated actually sleeping in today. But I was like, nope, I want to stream. I'm awake, I'm going to stream. And I actually set an alarm, too. We've been up for 10 hours already. I haven't time sleeping. Now, that's me every day. Oops. I didn't throw it for... I had a great line going to the see the granddaughter today. She was one... today she was one yesterday. Aw. Well, there you go. That sounds like fun. 5 a.m. on a dot, even on my days off. Yeah, I can't. If I can't sleep, if I'm not asleep by like, if I wake up like I'll wake up at like 2 in the morning and have like issues. Then I'll usually be up for like an hour, maybe 2, and then I'll be able to finally go back to sleep. Ah. I don't know, it's just me though. There we go. I can't stay asleep at most of the time. It makes me just... Darn you. Dang. Same here, getting up at 2 a.m. to pee, can't get back to sleep. We're all familiar with that one, I'm pretty sure. Especially as we're getting older. That's a funny thing. It's like if I wake up, I don't generally like I don't have to use the bathroom. I just wake up and I just go straight and I just go like turn the TV on and watch like find a TV show to watch for like a few episodes or something. I generally don't I never really have to use the restroom. It's crazy. What's up, Angel? Good morning. Welcome in. Playing a little bit of ROM hack Mortal Kombat today. We're going to be, after this playthrough, we're going to jump on the 32X version of Mortal Kombat 2 Arcade Edition. Which I did a first impressions for both of these games today and on my YouTube channel, and I have to say overall I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with this version of the Mortal Kombat versus the 32X version. Pensioners of run incontents. Hmm. There we go. I decided I'm no longer buying games. I spent $80 on a game just to be free on PlayStation Plus the next month. Oh man. Isn't that great? No, you don't. I forgot how to give shoutouts. Is this exclamation point shoutout? Or SO? There you go. And then the person's name. Angel's oh wait, no, I was mixing you up with somebody else. I was thinking Parasite Eve, but I'm thinking of somebody else. No, you're good. You're good, Baker. All right. Oops. There we go. In this one, the B button makes you strike the strike the object. It's not the start button, not the block button. So it's kind of a little bit off. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Oh, there we go. I'm forgetting a lot these days, doesn't be concerned. No, dude, when you're under a lot of stress and stuff, you have the tendency to forget stuff. And believe me, I know that being a manager. When you're stressed out, you have like escalations, you have this, you have that, you know, type of thing. It gets really tough. See, I can't even type. No, it's called We're Getting Old. Sea of Stars. Yeah, that was the thing. I was trying to think of the game because I saw the alert come up and I was like Sea of Stars, and I remember who was it? I think it was Outcast Gaming that was playing it. He's been through it, I think. It looked pretty good. It looked like a lot of fun. One of the games I did want to try to get into was Lunar. For the Sega CD. The Platinum Trophy not that hard. Ouch. Next round, let's go. I want to see if I could have a little fun. Let's just start punching. Just trying different things. All right. Now, when I did do my first impressions for this, I did get an Ermac fight in this, but I think it's only if you go through the game with no continues. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, that was crap. What the hell? Even he can't decide what he wants to do. Wow. Alright, alright. What definitely level you want? Oh, I mean, this is... I said, I don't know what the... I said, this is a ROM hack, so I don't know. A fan-made, whatever. Oh, difficulty? This is all difficulty. This is on medium. I just leave it on the default settings. I'll definitely difficulty. Yeah. Thank you. What is it? What's the word? Autocorrect? Like, it's never duck autocorrect. Random bit and star screen. Alright, you got it, sir. We're going to go back to our Facebook days. Let's get one of our favorite ones. Gotta play it on hard 8. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and get that screen going for you. I think this is one of everybody's favorites. Let's go. you go. That was from the Facebook days. It's Facebook days. I'll remember that one. What time? How much time do I have here? Got about an hour and a half left. Your favorite one? Yep. That's it. Everybody. See, that's the one thing I was like, I can remember when I used to do these. Like, you got like they have the Pokeball logo, my very first logo. Everything else has been Metroid related. Had the Metroid, the 8-bit Metroid. Then we had the Samus symbol and the helmet, and then now the little baby capsule and stuff. It's all good. I need to take that I need to take that Amazon wish list link down. I love how they did this too. Did like the original Mortal Kombat theme and they put that in there. Pretty sure it's outdated. Yeah, there's stuff that's on the list that's no longer available. I haven't actually gone through it. Alright, we're going to switch this over to Mortal Kombat 2 Arcade on the 32X. But again, if you do have an actual physical copy of this, you have to use the 3-button controller on it. That's what sucks about it. But, nonetheless, I'm going to switch over to my 6-button controller now. So give me a moment as I get set up. That's the good old Genesis 3-button controller. Switch this over. Okay. And there it is. There's the 6 button. Get that going. And then, yeah, so this is the 32X version of Mortal Kombat 2. But this is the arcade version, so it's a little bit improved upon. Not to say that there wasn't like that much that was actually like they didn't really need to improve too much on it. It was actually pretty good. All to like the original 32X version of Mortal Kombat 2 was already pretty good. Probably one of the best home console versions. But in this case, not so. In this case, they just improved upon it, did little minute changes and stuff, and then that's about it. All right. You want some plushie love before we get... You want to see Dawn? You miss your plushie? Alright, where's Dawn at? There's Dawn. Come here. Your buddy wants to see you. Come on. Alright, Dawn's just waking up. There we go. There's Dawn. There's her little baby. I got 5 of these little guys, and they run amok all the time. Don't you? Yeah, you do. Sweetie. Yep, see, that's Big Baker. That's you, right? That's the one that named you. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Dawn's just waking up. It doesn't want to sit on my head. She always likes to sit on my head, don't you? Oh. Yes, I'm a baby Metroid daddy. Alright, come on. You can go back to bed. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get this started here. Let's see what we got here. Difficulty, we'll leave it on medium. Credits, 15 is more than enough. Extras, AI nerf. Let's turn that off. Which I'm not going to change anything there. Let's go. Alright, let's get this started here. Do a couple playthroughs of this one. Oops. Which one is it? Is it this one? As I said, they had the actual sound effects were better than this. The graphics got a little bit cleaner compared to the original version, so it's just, you know, whoops. Oops, I'm still trying to get... See, I've gone from the 3 button to the 4 to the 2 button, and it's not, I'm still there to the 6 button, and it's not, it's not the same. Whoops. Dang it. I meant to hit the button before that. Accidentally gave him a knee to the gut instead. I was meant to launch him into the... I wonder if how this would actually... I haven't actually played this on with the 3-button controller. I imagine it would be pretty much the same. About the same as the first one. I said this was much closer to the arcade. Damn, she's not letting me do anything. I mean, I'm also pressing the wrong button. I keep pressing the block button instead of the... I said I'm still getting used to the 6 buttons. I haven't played this in a while. Oh, that was close. I'm glad Rob fixed the button layout for which I probably hate mapping buttons. Yeah, I don't either. Damn, dude, I am pressing the wrong buttons. I was so pressing the wrong buttons in that round. I mean, they kept some of the same, you know, sound effects and everything. I'm not pressing the right button. Come on. It's like because it goes on the button configuration. It goes high punch block and then high kick, just like it is on the arcade. But on the bottom one, it's doing the same thing. So it's like low punch, low kick, or low punch block, and then it's... I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. And I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Here, Twitch, I just watched an ad. I don't want to watch another one because my computer. Yeah, if you go on 2 different locations, it's gonna do that to you. Again, wrong button. Jeez. Oh, there we go. There you go, Angel. No ads for a month. How's that? Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Actually, a long time ago, or actually, I found this about the 32X was that actually what is it? What was it? They were actually going to try to have. They were actually going to try to have the Symphony of the Night on 32X. I joined my phone. I made breakfast while an ad played and got my computer, and then like, oh, you're just getting on another ad. Well, it's just they think you're just logging in on another device, so it always treats it like brand new. Yeah, right, dude. I'll get you the gift sub here in or the sub screen here in just a bit. Whoops, wrong button. Wow. Computer's not letting me do anything. Let's get this going here. This game does play a lot differently than the arcade, so which is kind of why I'm struggling a little bit. That, and plus, I said, with the button configuration. And the speed up of a lot of the projectiles is definitely hurting me as well. It does speed up the projectiles. It's a wonderful day. That's all good there, Suddy. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming in today. We'll see you next time. There we go. That's how you do it. Let's see, they were making. Let's see. I have the upgrade where you don't get any ads in Twitch at all. Streams totally worth it. That's like the special edition of it. All right. How about I'm paying off my $12,000? Oh, there you go. You win. I like how, like, when you chop off their head, the body falls over, but if you chop them in half, the legs are still standing. Twitch Turbo. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. Yeah, see, I can't for some reason. My slide tackle doesn't want to work. Yep, I was desperate. I had to do something. That's all life. Next time you take me out to the side, I can leave me because it's cheaper to in the hospital and save my life. Never say that. Never say that, my friend. There we go. It's like I'm just trying to get these moves down, get my button configurations right. I was a little out of range for that. I love how the computer can be just like, nope, I see what you're doing, but nope, I mean, I'm just going to deny it. Like he was just in range for that baloney. Yep, I knew it. Knew it. Being cremated 5,000 since a person being in hospital 50,000 is so cheaper to pass on. Yeah. Um, not gonna lie, it's cheap. It definitely is cheaper, but there we go. Highway robbery. Yeah, that's the truth. There we go. And that's not including the ambulance. Yeah, seriously, right? That was one thing I'd say. I think when I was in the hospital years ago, I think when swine flu was around, he charged. I think it was like all they kept me around for was observation. That was it. I didn't really have anything. There was nothing really that they other than keeping me around for observation. I think I was in the hospital for like 2, maybe 3 days, and then that was it. But they didn't do me anything except for give me Tylenol and feed me. That was about the only thing that they ever did. I think that the insurance covered most of it, but I think the end up total like bill was like 100 something thousand dollars. I was like, "Are you serious?" System is the worst. No, it is. It's absolute highway robbery, as Baker says. It is. It's absolute robbery. Oh, come on! I beat you to. Oh, dude, I ducked. Ah. Oh, mine is out of pocket. Oh, geez. So out here in California, we have what they call covered California. So you're basically covered. So basically, you can have coverage for like a minimal amount of for like a minimal price. If you're not able to get it through like if you're working. Like 500 a month. Yeah, see, I said that we have. I think when I was let go for a while, when I was let go from my one job, I had covered California for about. I had it for several months, but I had it for several months, and But I don't remember. I didn't. I only think I paid like about 100 something a month, which was way better than actually paying like a lot more. And that was just for. I mean, that was actually no. I don't even think it was 100. It was like $50 a month. It was something like that. I can't remember, but it was way cheaper than what I expected it to be. And it was just the bronze. It was just the bronze packages that I had for dental and medical. But like out here in California, you have to have insurance, otherwise you get dinged by the government, like big time. It really sucks. And they tried to nail me for like 1 month. I didn't have insurance, and I was like, no, you guys, I was, if you look at the dates, I was covered. Everyone is insured under the statutory health insurance unless they are self-employed or a civil servant, or including armed forces and police, which receive free medical care. Yeah, must be nice. Just saying. Yep, I knew that was coming. Yeah, I still did it. I played footsie with him. It worked. Oh, come on, you. Nope, I was too late. Shoot. I'd say the sound in this was not as I'd say as the arcade version for the Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah, whatever. It's alright, we're almost there at the top. We'll get through this. Your welfare, you can get free insurance, but it sucks that hardly anyone takes it. Yeah, it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. There we go. Yeah, it's like I think my parents are using my as you get older and stuff, you get the health care and all that, but Medicare and stuff. But my gosh, that stuff is so freaking hard to negotiate with stuff. Or they say, oh, well, we're only going to cover so much. It just really sucks. This is dedicated directly from salary and currently 15% of gross salary. The employer must also pay the same amount to the state. Huh. That must be nice. I'm just lucky my doctor's office only charges 100 a visit. I only go every 3 months. That's not bad, actually. Ah! After my strike, it was every month. It was every month and then every 3 months. Whoops, wrong button. Yep, I knew it. I probably should have chosen Shang Tsung, but that's alright. I wanted to have some fun with somebody different. Because I think if I play this on like the SNES version, this is like way better. Like I could do way better on it. See, I don't know why he's not doing the slide tackle. It's like I know what the buttons are to do the slide tackle, and he's not doing it. Yeah, whatever. Alright. I think the biggest thing I've ever had for like the hospital has been like it was actually the swine flu. That was the only time I've ever actually been in a hospital. I've been pretty lucky most of my life, I guess I can say. Here, just pick me up and throw me, why don't you? That seems like the only thing he can do. Just toss me around like an old sack of potatoes. And really, what else can I do? There's nothing here. So bad after 2 days. No, I said I had an IV in my arm too when I was in the hospital. The house was 200 something grand. Oh, jeez. My condolences. Yeah, just pick me up out of nowhere, dude. Yep, he got me. Crap. I almost had him too. I was afraid he was gonna do that, and I could have prevented it, but oh well. Yeah, he should not have recovered that fast from that move. He didn't throw his acids. Yep, I knew it. My fault. I was street racing on a dead end road street and wrecked out about three. Oh, geez. 12 stitches in my. Oh, man. Yeah, this is completely normal. The vein is permanently injured at the puncture site, and the immune system tries to close the wound. Yep. That's the thing that sucks about it. It's like, I can't just do anything. He just sits there and he throws me to death. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Come on, man. Give me a break here. I mean, seriously, there's nothing I can do. He just tosses me all the time. Only thing that really saved me in my car at the time is a roll cage and a 6-point harness. Oh, well. He's... I've never really... I've been kind of lucky, but then again, I haven't really been that, like, daredevilish in my life, so... Dude, how did he get me? No, come on, man. You were still on the ground. Oh, come on, I jumped. Ugh. That round should have been mine. Like I said, sometimes the hit detection on these games is not right on. And all he does is throw me, so it's like, how, that's the only thing that I never really liked about Kentaro, and why he was such a pain in the arcades, is because you can't, all he does is throw you. He blocks you, and then he just grabs you, and it's like, there's nothing you can do about it. Oh, that was real fair. You know what I mean? Even though you have the right car for it, yeah. Yeah, it's yes and no. Mine's electric now, so... Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, you didn't have time for that. You were still blocking in the animation. Come on. Yep, we got off to a great start, and then 2 hits later. Right. I said that's the one thing about this version, is that the thing is extremely sped, or not extremely, but it's sped up a little bit, so trying to make the adjustments is really, really tough. Yep, nothing I could do there. Don't like that. Those things have some serious torque. No, I honestly, I was driving an Evo 7 at the time. I said I have a Mach-E. I have a Mustang Mach-E now. It's green. I love it. Out here in California, it's a lot better to. It's easier to have the electric. Yeah, whatever. So I'm pretty happy with my. I'm extremely happy with my car, and I got a really good deal for it, so I can't complain. Every that whole time I've been throwing the acid spit at him, and he still manages to get that off. Come on. I've had it since January. I've already, but we use it we use it to travel a lot just because it's cheaper. I mean, for us in California, it's just cheaper. Yep, of course. I mean, it's just I mean, my car has like about. I mean, I did the one maintenance already, and all it is. I mean, the only maintenance that's really on the car is the tire rotation, and I just did it because they had scheduled it for me. This Ford just basically said, "Here, we're just gonna schedule a 3 month, ahead of time." Actually, I think it was 4, but they scheduled it ahead of time, and that's just how it is. I just walked in there. They did the rotation, and then I walked out. I have my next one's not gonna be till I think another three or about 4 or 5 thousand miles. So we'll see. Yep, he's just gonna play cheese because I completely obliterated him in the first round. Yep, only way he can win. Oh, no vehicle is truly green. Hang on a sec. Let me just Whoops, I screwed that up. Yep, that's all he's gonna do is just toss me. Yeah, got him. It's gas powered or electric. There are still fossil fuels being burned to make it happen. No, yeah, it's. I meant the color. My car is the color green. I didn't mean like, oh, it's a green car, because it's all electric and everything. I mean, if you really think about it, though, it could be because you don't really have to. What is it? You could use renewable energy like wind and stuff. We have a bunch of windmills and stuff like and all that stuff out here too. So, oh come on, I wasn't that close to you. Wow, he's really trying to play cheap. Dude, I was holding block. Well, this is my last try, and then we'll try somebody else, I guess. At least with electric, the vehicle isn't emitting emissions. Yeah, that's the big difference, though. Oops. Oh, fine. You want to sit there and taunt right in my face? How dare you? Electric is worse because of how batteries are made. To an extent. I mean, that could be the same thing said about a bunch of things. I mean, nothing is ever perfect. But there's just a lot less... Oh, come on. There we go. We made it. There was a cargo ship that sank into the Bering Sea carrying over 3,000 EVs and has caught on fire due to a faulty EV battery. Now, I know about that. It is pretty scary. The other thing is, though, too, is like with the electric vehicles, is like if you're once you deplete your battery, the car doesn't do a damn thing. At least with like gas powered vehicles, you can still do stuff with it. In New York, the people told me in the area but to build wild wind farms and they could save money on power until the land tax went through the roof and the power went to the New York City. Yep. Yeah, I do remember that. I think a very conservative government is doing everything to hinder the very good development of renewable energies because the top politicians have connections to... Yeah, it's just sad. It's like it's the same thing with everything else that's going on here in the U.S. It's like, oh, let's go back to the Stone Age. Play Mega Final Fight. Yeah, actually I'm trying to see if I can get that a version of that for Mega Final Fight for the Genesis. It's like they wanted to cut it, like Trump wanted to cut ties with California and all of our electric vehicles and everything just because he feels that, oh, that's the right thing to do. Whatever. Green Party politicians for everything here. Yep, exactly. Driving for the city, driving for me. Not. No, actually, I don't. It just all depends. But I said, I love my car very much. And actually, it's funny because my dad was asking me about a month ago. He says, I know you've only had the car for like a short period of time, but would you buy this car again if you had a choice, for any other car? And I said, absolutely. I said, absolutely, I would buy this car. I love my Mach-E. I was trying to have a little fun right there. I told my drag car electric trucks would not do it. I just said, I love my car very much. Oh, come on. Seriously? You're the second character, for God's sakes. Oops. Oops, I didn't realize she had still too much health yet for me to do that. But as you can see, though, as I said, though, this is a little bit sped up compared. I think that's one of the things I forgot to mention in my first impressions on this game, on my YouTube page, is that this was. It definitely went up in like terms of speed a little bit. One observation: EVs and hybrids eat tires due to the weight of the batteries. You're not wrong. That is very true, because we actually it's funny that you mentioned that, because we use all of our fleet at our EVs at work, so and we've already had to change, I think within I think one of our vehicles that we use up in our remote site, we've already had to replace the tires like twice. Oh, come on. I timed that just fine. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, that was your fault there, Scorpion. I didn't tell you to do that. Thought that's what I wanted you to do, but that's not what I did. I mean, I like the Mustang because it was my first car. It was a red one, and it lasted me almost 13 years before I was in my car accident. So, dude, do your damn. Yeah, it's the controller was not doing what it was supposed to do. I was doing the decoy attack, but it wasn't. He just sat there and throwing punches. It's a huge hybrid SUV. I found tires already at the 5:30 seconds after. Jeez. Yeah, no. Actually, my tires have been pretty good so far. My tires have actually been I mean, I have about 8,600 miles on my car now, so it's actually pretty good. It's been and they still look pretty darn good. So I don't know. I haven't had to really do much in terms of refilling them. See, it's like, oh man. See, the spear in this one, it shoots out too fast. So it's like, my timing is completely off. Yeah, that should have happened. It's almost like you have to have it so like when right as they land is when you want to throw it. Roasty! Self-driving cars are a no-go for me. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, the Prelude when it comes out, no, it's not a bad car. The buses here in the city are fully electric. Oh, Hamburg wants to do like fully electric. Yep. They're trying to do that for us too. We have a lot of our vehicles that are we have a lot of our buses and stuff out here that are fully electric already. At least here in California, I like a rogue AI would take over my car and head into a collision. Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, my car has the option to go. This will happen in 2030 anyway. My car has the self-driving option. I did try it out when I had it. It was just because it comes with it, but it's like it's not standard. I mean, it's not standard, but it's standard with every Mach-E, but you don't have to you don't have to use it or like renew it because it wasn't, it was almost too much for me to keep it. I mean, rather than just standard cruise control, but I did like try it out a few times when I was like driving to work in the morning where there's a little bit less traffic since I leave early enough. And so I tried it out, you know, a few times, and I still got to work no problem. Oops. Being scary. No, it is. I'm not gonna lie. The thing I don't like about Electra is they cut off. If they cut it, as they could cut off by remote. Teslas, I know that's true. I don't know about any other electric. Oh, that was fair. Screw you, sweetheart. A gas-powered Kia that connects to the satellites except for XM radio. Gladly. No, I said I had my original Mustang for 13 for about probably actually it was, let's see, 2011, so it was almost 14 years. I had about 218,000 miles on it, and it was still going strong. I probably could have had it for at least another 50. Yeah, just go ahead and beat me around. What a waste. Hey, you forget who you're talking to here. Just saying. Just saying. And I have to sit here and contemplate. I hit the wrong button. Dude, what the hell? I pressed... Why is he just... should not have used a credit here. Actually, Daniel de Pencia, he actually isn't bad looking. Even if you've seen him like nowadays, he still looks good. Just throw me back in the corner, why don't you? Like, I can't get any move off. He's not even letting me do it. My older JDM cars. Yeah, I just... Nowadays, I don't know if I can do it. I'm too much... I like the technology. I like the... I like having all the technology in my car. I don't know. That's just me, though. The one thing that I will say that I don't like is like if you go for an automatic car wash type of thing, they you have to turn like certain features off because otherwise it's gonna think that like you're about to have accidents and stuff, or like you have damage on your car or something, like something's hitting your car and it's like super sensitive. Just his head remains. Oh, come on, you did not have time to block that, dude. Dude, why are you not... Got an engine replacement for free? Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. Plus our warranty is outstanding. Actually, mine is actually pretty good right now, too. Whatever, dude. Sure, let's just, you know... I went in front of him? Whatever. The entire place. I'm just glad my current following Canada is doing away with cars from 2000 and down. Yeah, that's kind of true. It's good to see it. That's one thing that they do, like for near us, is like every start of the month or like every first weekend of the month they do a yeah, San Jose Mustangs has like a get together over at by a nearby Dude, throw your stupid move, you idiot. Jeez, I almost didn't win that one. My next car I really want is a 95 S15. I was ducking, but okay. Alright. Needs to be a crackdown in America, though. I see a lot of dangerous vehicles on the road. Yeah, well, that's gonna be everywhere, regardless of whatever you do. I don't know how he missed me, but okay. Actually, I just realized I still owe you your sub screen there, Baker. Yeah, you didn't have time for that, bud. Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, see, if you did this in the arcade, this thing would not be as fast. Let's go. Alright, there you go. Now we're all caught up. My first car is an S13. Hate this thing. Wrong button, dummy. That's how you do it. Computer just stupid. It really is. But yet it just does everything that it wants to do and gets away with it. Yeah, whatever, pal. See, if that would have been the computer, it would have nailed me with that spear. I got pop-up headlights. Yeah, pop-up headlights. The most important thing, right? Over there in Germany. I wouldn't doubt it. Whatever. Sigh. Sped up version. So I'd say I think they could have slowed this down a little bit. Plus, I think maybe the things are a little bit longer in this too, the screens. The car winks at you. That's one way to look at it, I suppose. Mortal Kombat 2 slightly turbo. Well, it's just like at Mazda cars. I mean, if you look at if you look at a Mazda car in the rear view, in your rear view mirror, it's always what is it? It always looks like it's smiling at you. It's a happy face. It's just something I'm insert a Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I mean, the one thing about this version of it, though, this version of the game, is that there is more animation too. The original 32X version didn't have as much animation. All right. Other Mazda RX has had a pop-up headlights. Make a kid headlights look like eyes. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen that. I think I remember seeing that. Oops, I'm getting a little bit cocky here. Damn. Yeah, Scorpion is like the answer to this guy, I swear to God, in this version. I mean, look how fast I went through him. But if you play like the SNES version of this, the Scorpion's like the worst. Ah! Come on, and I wasn't close enough. That's why just a rotary engine in it. Oh, that was your fault for not throwing it at the correct time. I don't know how the hell he managed that one. Nope, I messed up. I pressed it too soon. That was my... Okay, I'll admit that my fault on that one. And Maz RX-7 coming for an oil change a few months ago. I only had 20,000. Wow. Only 20,000? That's like my parents, Actually, my parents have a Ford Expedition from 1998. It only has like 60,000 on it. Still in really good condition. I mean, aside from the CD player doesn't, work anymore. It was a six disc changer. I couldn't. I had to pause for that one. I had to think about how I was gonna say that one. Right, come on, we got this. There we go. He took it. All right. Well, that's so I did 2 full playthroughs on both. Reptile took me a while, but we were able to get through 2 playthroughs on each game today. Well, Skyline was 97. R33 was only 15,000 miles on it. Oh wow, man! Only drive it when you absolutely want to. Can you imagine if they made these games so like if you continued, you can't use the same character if the computer did a fatality on you? Too bad Nissan is about to go bankrupt. Well, Nissan, the funny thing is about Nissan is that like they don't have hybrid vehicles. They jumped out of that market because it's like, why replace 2 engines when you only need to replace 1? So they only have gas or electric. They don't have hybrids anymore, which I felt was kind of stupid move. Now that kind of the like things in terms of like well, the technology for hybrids is now a lot better now. I mean, look at Prius has been around for what, over 10 years. Look what they're doing with it still. But CG transmissions have a high failure rate. That is true though. Like when they bought out the RX with R35. Yeah, that is true. All right. Much time here. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the extra bonus content today, or not bonus, or the playthroughs of Do Another. I'm gonna kind of pushing it if I do, but maybe I might be able to do it. Maybe, you know what? Whatever. All right, fine. This will probably be a little bit quicker, hopefully, if things go well enough. I'll try to make this quick. First character never throws you, so you just sit there and play footsie with him. You don't usually get to throw the computer either, so that's why I did it that way. Thought it was there, but not too many people until I couldn't afford 100,000 plus for a car. Yep, and that's why that's part of the reason why why I got my Mach-E, because I got a hell of a deal on it. I said, why I didn't really get to explain that much earlier, but I didn't explain it much earlier, but we ended up getting a free wall charger for the house too. So I couldn't turn that down. So it was just a free wall charger. I got 5,000 off of MSRP, and then they had a flex plan where so that I got 75 months 0 APR financing. So it was really, really good. So I just, I honestly think I got one of the best deals. This is only my second car, and it was just fantastic. Because that was one of the promos that Ford was doing at the time to try to get people to buy them, and honestly, they're all over the place out here. What am I doing here? Guess I gotta go shopping with the white wifey. Yay. It's all good. Good luck with that. Leasing their cars for years. Yeah, see, I've been thinking about leasing too, because especially with electric vehicles, I almost just want to be like, look, I'll just keep my monthly payment at like 200 or something, and then you don't have to worry about so much, especially with insurance. I mean, you have to change it every so many years, but again, it's not as bad. You're not paying up. You're not even your monthly payment is like only a few $100s, and that's manageable versus a regular actual car payment. That's what I was actually thinking of doing next time I get a car. I don't know, just saying. But the thing is, I can do that with this car. Is like if I decide if I want to go ahead and actually purchase it, then they just continue on with the payments, and all that. With leasing, part of the benefits of leasing though is that, excuse me. That's the first time I've had to yawn for a while, but anyway. The thing about with leasing is like they will actually like you pay the monthly payments for the 3 years or whatever, and then after that's over, if you choose that you want to buy the car, they will finance it based on what's left of the actual amount of the car. So if you have it's like a $30,000 car and you pay, like, the lease is actually so it's based off of, like, say $18,000. The financial part, if you finance it at that point, it's only going to be based off the $18,000, not the full value of the car. So and again, that's only if you decide to do it that way. It's all good there. Heterosexual problems. Hey, that can go both ways there, sir. It's not just about that. That's why my parents just returned the old one. Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like I really think that I got the flex plan offer, but I think I might actually just go for leasing at this point, because especially with electric vehicles, I think it's going to be easier for me to just do it that way. Ah. So, I don't know. It's just something I can think about, in the future, because January of, is it 2028, when my flex plan will go away. Um, I totally screwed that up. Okay, he's gonna be one of those. Alright, that's fine. I think in 2028 when mine is leases up, or my flex plan, I think I may just trade it in and just get a newer model. Dude, seriously? Whatever, man. So it's just, I mean, it's something to think about. I'm not going to do it right now, obviously, because I've got everything kind of where I want it to. But leasing actually in the future, I think, is something I will probably consider because it's just cheaper that way. Like, why spend, you know, $500-600 a month on a car payment when you can actually just go and fine, you want to play that way, I can play this way. I can just do that. I know, it's just all of a sudden, it's like the computer just grew a brain. But then again, as I said, the things are sped up in this, so it's entirely different compared to the arcade. Like no, things that normally wouldn't happen here are actually happening. So that's the only reason why it's happening. It's like, for example, how many times he froze me, you would never be able to do that in an MK or any other version of the game. It's sped up. I think I remember how to do the friendship. Feel like they have the full animation of the actual characters in this, which is it's beautiful. Because I noticed like in the 32X version. No, I don't remember how to do it. Okay. In the regular 32X version, there's a lot of animation that's cut out of it. Like I think like the flip back is only like 2 or 3 frames of animation. It's really bad. But overall, the gameplay and everything on it is really good. I mean, it's just like this one. Only this version, I think it's just a little bit sped up. So that it's just because I'm used to playing the regular versions of this, so that which is why it's a struggle. I mean, you've played Mortal Kombat as much as I have, Baker, and you know how these things work. So, you get what I'm saying. Thank you. Apparently I just renewed my subscription to somebody's page. Yeah, see, how did he block that? He landed literally right on my blades. Oh, that was mine. I mean, overall, the overall AI and stuff like that is the same. It's just it moves quicker. Like, see how fast he threw his hat. Come on, seriously? Oops. There we go. Hey, at least we're zipping right along on this. We're already at the question mark battle, which I'm gonna see if I can get to Jade. Oops, I shot a projectile. Oh well. I got the second round. You're about to make some spam and eggs? Oh man, that's actually that sounds really good. I think I'm gonna do that this morning. Too. I was actually gonna make it with rice. I want to make some rice and eggs with some spam. Yeah, see, that would never work in any other version. It's just this one. Yep, of course. There, I think I got it. You have some king crab too, why not? See, I can't see that for me, I can't do I can't I can't do fish for breakfast. It just ugh. Like I've tried it. It just doesn't feel that it just no. I almost threw a projectile. Actually, an great English breakfast: scrambled eggs, beans, and toast. That was actually maybe do a breakfast quesadilla with spam. So that doesn't sounds pretty interesting with cheese on a tortilla, or smashed in between some tortilla. Sea gold, huh? Okay, I know she's fast, but damn. Dude, where was my block? I was holding block that whole time. What the hell? Whatever. At least I got one victory out of it. What the dude, okay, what the hell just happened? This computer all of a sudden went from like a difficulty of like 8 to like 12. Fine, I can play cheesy too. Look at that, it's going right through his leg. Alright, fine, whatever. I can play cheap too. Nope, you wouldn't have had time to do that. Gladly. But anyway. Hard to believe, man. So actually, shoot, I just realized. So I go to this gaming expo called California Extreme every year, and I'm just realizing right now that I'm probably not going to be able to. Won't be streaming that weekend. So if that's going to be the Chrono Trigger weekend, wait. I may not be able to do it that weekend. Actually, wait, no, I'll have time. Got a little bit, my timing was impeccable there. No, buddy, you weren't that close to me. No, you didn't have time for that. Yep, I knew it. If it had been any other port of the game, I would have gotten that off, but nope, because it's this version, it doesn't, it's too quick. I said this version was not as good as the original MK for the Genesis, the ROM hack. I really enjoyed the MK for the Genesis, the arcade edition. I really did. This version was definitely not as good. Whatever. Like all of a sudden now he slows down to get up. Come on. Like he was way ahead of me on health anyway. And just toss me around just like he always does, 'cause that's the only way he can win. Man. Like sometimes he does stuff and then other times he doesn't. It's just stupid. It's just completely the randomness of this just makes it so impossible. I thought I was Scorpion for a second. Oops, I fired that jump kick a little too soon. Yep. And I think on top of that, I think Kentaro's throw drains a little bit more than it should because you can generally take 5 of them before it kills you. Because it drains a quarter of the health, but but it's really for the arcade like in the arcade it was actually only like 24 point something, I think is what the actual damage is, because if he just throws you 4 times, it'll leave you with just that little bit of health left. It'll leave you in danger. And this one, it seems to kill you you're beaten if he throws you 4 times. Throw it, dummy. Not doing it for my health. I knew that was going to happen. Went too far. Finally got one. Winning that first round is so crucial against him, though. See, I fired it just like I did anything else, but now he's all of a sudden slow to get up. Too high. See what I mean? 3 throws in 1 move, you're toast. It's like, and all he does is block you, and then he just throws you. It's like, what? How do you counter that? And then the screen doesn't advance fast enough for you, which is why that happened. Gotcha, bastard. And Shao Kahn also drains a little bit more in this version too. Wanted to see if that would work. It did. It did. I got some punches, high punches in him. Then I just threw the rest of the round to him, but whatever. We'll just play cheap. Chip damage. Oh, whatever, dude. This Shao Kahn is so easy because there's a lot of the characters that you can do this where you just do chip damage the whole way. Whoops. I'm actually trying not to, but whatever. It is what it is. Oh, shoot, I thought I had him. I got a little greedy. No, but this will be my last playthrough because I got stuff I gotta do. And today's this weekend is Pokemon Go Fest, so we're gonna be driving around. Oh, really? Whoops. How the hell did you do that? That's one thing about Shao Kahn. Just back up from the get-go. Don't. He's laughing because I threw an uppercut at him. Okay. Laughing because I mean, whatever. Oh, come on. No, you don't. Haha. There it is. There. One quick playthrough with Baraka. How's that? That was like the quickest thing I've had of these 3 playthroughs. Jeez. Um, but actually next weekend, so well, California actually next weekend I'm gonna be having we have a 4-day holiday for the 4th of July here in the U.S. So I'll be off the 3rd and the 4th for work. From work, so I'll definitely be streaming a little bit more. I'm probably actually going to get my Chrono Trigger run in early next week just because I want to do some more stuff. Including, I do need to do my recorded content for Sonic 2, full playthrough, get all the Chaos Emeralds and everything. We're actually going to be doing some Sonic stuff in general. I'm going to be doing Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. But I actually might stream those games instead as well, rather than just do recorded content. We'll see. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up the stream today for just to remind everybody to please check the about section of the page for the Instagram, Discord, Facebook, merchandise store, and of course don't forget to subscribe over to our YouTube site at 1FG Archives so you never miss any new recorded content, as well as most of the time I upload my streams here from Twitch over there as well. So we have over 300 videos over there. So please do check them out, including my 3 world record runs for Q*bert, Thunder Force 3, and Metroid Rogue Dawn. But I hope you guys have enjoyed Mortal Kombat fan-made games today with Mortal Kombat Arcade Edition on the Sega Genesis and Mortal Kombat 2 Arcade on the 32X. We're going to be back again tomorrow morning. So anyway, But that's it for me today. It's Uber. Dang it, make it to making breakfast. Can finally chat. Good Uber. Happy at least able to say hello here. But that's going to wrap it up for me today. So until next time, everybody, as always, please take care of yourselves and one another. And I'll see you back here tomorrow morning around 8:30 a.m. Eastern for some Chrono Trigger as we continue our run for the Retro Gaming League Summer League. So on behalf of Little Squishy here, Squiggly, Little Shop of Horrors, Talon, and Dawn, our little baby Metroids, as we say in Chozo, Tribada de Mushna Duck, and see you next mission. Have a great day, everybody!